Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Mondef of course, and today I am playing in my Feed the Beast survival world, and I want to work on the pub. I really want to get this guy finished. So I'll just make my way through the tables here. The cellar is done, the main pub area is done, so this is what is left, the upstairs area. And of course I do have a few holes in the roof, and those will need to be addressed in one way or another. But first we need a floor plan for this room. So I did collect a little bit of wood, and I think what I want to do, we're going to have to adjust this window to make this work. I think I want to come, oh yeah, these are half slabs. Alright, we'll sketch. I don't want to sketch in half slabs though. Alright, we'll sketch in dirt. I think I want to come out like this, so we kind of have a room back in here. And then, maybe we even connect across here. Make that all one room, kind of a long skinny room. It's 4 across, so we can fit beds and a dresser, and kind of make this like a bedroom, like the person who owns the pub sleeps upstairs, type thing. And then we need to do something with this area. It makes this area kind of big. What if we, let's see here. What if we instead, so you come up the stairs, right? We need at least 2, maybe 3 spaces. Yeah, that doesn't give you any more room really. That would give you 2. That makes the bedroom take up a little bit more space, which could be good. Maybe we'll do something like that. It gives you 1, 2. Oh, it gives you 3. That's probably enough space. This gives you 1, 2, 3 on that side. I kind of feel like this area is the weirdest space, so I need to figure out something that I can do with this space. Maybe there's a wall that goes around here, and then maybe we just like ditch the corners spot and we don't care about the fact that that's empty. And then we end up with 2 really long and skinny. That's weird. What else can we do with this space? We could make a railing that goes around, and then we'd have an area back here where we could have, a little couch and maybe a couple bookshelves. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Just put a railing around that side of it. And then put the wall on this side. Should come in like this. Door. Put the bedroom door here. Have a door into this space. And maybe we do a door there as well. So that makes this space a little bit awkward as well. If we put no door here, oh, that messes up the window. There's got to be one fell swoop across there. I don't mind changing this because this is an odd corner window anyway, but I don't want to cut up these windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are odd, so I could cut them. Is this one odd too? 3, 4, 5. It is odd, so we could cut these in half. We could put a post right through there, and then it would be 2, window 2, and 2, window 2. And then I could have my divider here. But then we'd end up with a 2 wide room, and that's too narrow to really do much. Well, this room will need some decorating. I don't know what purpose it will serve. Maybe we'll put just like a couch and try to decorate it a little bit. But I think that's going to work. We'll turn this one into a bedroom, and we'll turn this into like a sitting area. Put some chairs and couches across here. Maybe a bookshelf just for decoration. And then we'll need to turn this into something. Don't know what yet. Maybe it'll be more a traditional storage room where we just have chests sitting along the walls. kind of a Minecrafty storage room. We're gonna actually need one for all this stuff, the crops, which by the way are growing great. I've harvested them quite a number of times. I've crossbred. Although the only things I've gotten from crossbreeding so far are potatoes and carrots, which wheat and breeds as well, which are the things that I've been putting into it. So I haven't really gotten anything of value out of it. Yeah. Oh well. This goes across here like that. And 1, 2, space, 1, 2, in a corner. Yeah, alright. Gonna put this here, the space, and go across to there. And, alright. So, what happened since last time? Oh, yeah, I actually had a scare. So, like much of the US, we've been, there's been a little bit of weather going on here. Oh, hang on, my cat needs me. I'll be back in a second. Sorry, guys. Forgot to put food in the bowl this morning, and they don't let me forget. So, yes. Cats are fed. Where were we? Laying out a floor plan. Oh, we finished the floor plan. Look at that. Go us. We're professionals. Alright. This needs adjustment. Let's go ahead and figure this out. Alright, do we just go... Yep, works for me. That makes me happy. Alright, now most of these are stairs on the outside, so we can't do much with them. Boy, this room's going to be really dreary, isn't it? No windows at all? Oof. That's rough. It's going to need a balcony, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to need a balcony. Alright, this room's going to get a balcony. Alright, so let's see how this plays out here. You come up the stairs, you got bedroom, like storage room, and room for all the crop stuff. You come over here, you've got couch, bookshelf, whatever, storage chest, whatever, railing that runs across here. Do I have any fences on me? No. Let's go get some fences. Let's put the railing up, and then we can really start getting a feel for how big or how little that space is going to be. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, it's nighttime. No, I'm mostly worried about this guy. Jump up. Oh, dang you. Oh, creepers, lots of creepers. Record? Record? Nope, no record. You are too slow! Time for nap. That's a lot of creepers. I have to fix the road again. Oh well. At some point we need to start working on my house. Ugh, so I can have a bed to sleep in. But no, not now. Okay, I'll fix that, I promise. Let's kill this creeper so he doesn't sneak up on us and do bad things. I need a better weapon. Whoa. Jump off the ceiling to come get me? Okay. Fences, that's what we're getting. Fences. Alright, where are the fences? 1 fence. 15 fences, that should be enough. Do you guys like my extremely organized chest system? Where everything just goes in every chest? It's awesome. Why would you organize any other way? Alright. Gotta make that flat. And these will go like this. Yeah, see, it's only 2 wide. It's pretty narrow. It's okay, though. If we put, like, a... Nah, it's gonna look weird. Is it gonna look weird? Or is it gonna be okay, maybe? Let's see what happens if we wall that up. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it looks more open than 2 blocks. I'm just worried about, like, how are we gonna, like, be able to decorate this area. So these are half slabs, so I'm not going to be able to put a sign on the side of these quote-unquote benches unless we make them a little bit taller and we do something like that. It doesn't even look like a chair anymore. It just looks like, what in the world? What if we did... I mean, we could do something like this. That makes the area feel even narrower, though. And, like, what is that? It's just like a... You're like, what is it? I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's nothing. It's crap. That's what it is. It's crap. Alright, wraparound balcony. That's what we need right here. Even though it's gonna look out, we're gonna have to just... I know we said we're gonna put like another building here. And it probably still will. But this building needs a balcony. And windows for this room. So even if they overlook into the side of another building, that's just the way it's gonna have to be, I think. Because this area is awkward. Okay, let's see. Where did we put this? We put this 3 away from the wall. Door. 1, 2, 3 away from the wall. Door. Maybe it would be better if we match the corners. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Door here. That's going to be better. Piece of dirt. To get out here so I can fix that. And then get over there. Use my amazing stone shovel. There we go. Alright, so now we need 2 doors. Where's the workbench? Workbench. Give me the workbench, not the shears. And we're going to need 2 doors. Need to make sure that this looks good before we bother building a balcony. From this side. Ba-doop, and ba-doop. Yeah, it looks good. Give me you. Alright, that looks good. So, darn it, now we need a balcony. Alright, we're going to go with birchwood. There's really no birchwood in this building so far. So birch would be a very different color to use. I should probably make it match the front balcony, which is oak with a stone trim and chocolate ceiling. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a thin oak balcony, like this. Go out away from the door a little bit. Come out one more. Got to keep in mind there's going to be a railing here. That's still big enough to feel like a balcony and feel open because it's open. Yep, I think that'll do. So we're going to have a little wraparound balcony here. And let's see. Oh, I said I had a scare before the cats decided that they needed food. I had a scare. It's been weathery, right? We got that far. And so the power flickered in the house, right? And it flickered, and Mally's in the other room. She's like, the lights just flickered, and I was like, yeah, crazy. And then they flickered again, and both of our computers turned off. She was in the other room, so she didn't see her computer turn off, but it did. And mine turned off as well. Mine's much older than Mally's is. Mally's is. It comes out funny, but that's all the right syllables. Yeah. Means the right syllables. Oh, I didn't need those. I needed fences. We'll just turn the rest of these in fences. And I went and I turned Mally's computer back on. Because it runs some software we need running. And then I went to go turn my computer back on, and I hit the power button and nothing happened. Nothing at all. Didn't even try. didn't even give it a shot. Of course, you guys may know I play on a Mac, and you know, so Macs. If you don't know, when you hit the power button, they're supposed to do a chime. It's called a post chime. That is a power on self test. POST, post chime. And that post chime's like dum. It's that Mac sound, right? Okay. And my computer wouldn't even get that far. It wouldn't even try to power up. And so I was pretty really scared that my computer had died. I've been having issues with it for a while, so I thought this was the one. This got it, and now it's gone, and it's gone forever, and I'm never getting it back, right? And so I'm pretty upset, right? And so I unplugged my computer. I'm hoping that cooling off the SMC will let it power back up. If you're not familiar with Mac parts, the SMC is a power controller in the Mac. There's really not a PC equivalent component. That's one of the things that makes Macs different than PCs from a tech support standpoint. The closest equivalent is the small portion of the power supply in a PC that manages surge, and most power supplies don't even have that. So anyway, but the so I'm waiting for the SMC to cool off, and maybe it'll restart. I tried resetting the SMC a couple times before we left the house. We leave the house and nothing. I couldn't get the machine to start up, and I thought it was dead. But anyway, we let the computer cool off. I got home. At least it powered back up when I got home. I was just so relieved that my computer started back up, because yeah, we don't have the funds to replace my machine right now, and yeah, so just goodness, what the scare, you know. Goodness, I can't believe that, you know, that happened. I like doing this down here. When I connect fence posts to the ground, you've seen me do that. I did this on the library as well. I didn't talk about it though. I feel like posts need anchors. You know, if you look at any post, like some posts go into the ground and then they're just like, they bury the anchor. And that's cool, it looks fine, but most of them have like a little bit of like cement sticking out that you can kind of see that, oh yeah, this is, you know, cement buried into the ground. And I feel like with wood, it needs a little bit of wood thing, or if you use stone posts, and it needs a little bit of just a little bit of a beefier edge, a little bit of a beefier bottom, some anchor to hold it into the ground. Yeah, you know what? That looks pretty good actually. I like that a lot. What I might do though, let's take some stairs. Let's try this. Let's try this on a small section. Instead of just using half slabs on this edge here, I need to go up. I have to go up. Nope, the other way around. Da-dun, da-dun. Let's see how that looks, just the two of those. No, it looks terrible. That looks horrible. We're not doing that. Okay, we're just going to use half slabs. Alright. I thought adding more shape might help, but what it does is make the balcony look derpy. So, no making things look derpy. Alright. Yeah. That looks good. That looks good. I like it. Add some more shape to the building. To the back side of this building. Let's see what it looks like from over here and then from the other side of the building. Make sure we didn't ruin the profile. No, that looks good. That's fine. No problemo. We might need to change the fences out, the vertical fences, for cobblestone wall though. Make it match the design language. Let's come over here. You can see here's my anchor on these. I use that there too. Yeah, that's fine, but we do need to replace that with cobblestone wall. So let's grab this. We'll go run back over there. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna get this replaced, and then I'll get back upstairs, and we can get back to work on that room. Hopefully get it figured out. Apparently I need to take a sleep too. So I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so here's the view out the back. These cows, they're gonna have to move. They're gonna have to go further away. Yeah, I thought from the city center I gave them plenty of space for where I put the cows, but nope, they're gonna have to go like across the river or something. Have to cut down that jungle and make it more building space. But anyway, pretty decent. That building's probably gonna have to get demolished at some point as we build out there. Right now the land value out there is pretty low, so no big deal that it can stay, but once the land value goes up, somebody will buy it out and demolish it and make it into something better. Anyway, that gives this whole area a purpose. It no longer needs bookshelves or anything like that, because now it is, you know, the way you get out the balcony. Perfect. So this whole area, finito. That's finished. And I'm sure that's not Spanish. Okay. I don't speak Spanish. Alright, let's put the wall up here. Something like that. That'll do, even though it looks stupid. What if I just turned all of those logs into planks, didn't I? Darn it. Darn it. Alright. What if we used logs here? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Bloop. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and replace that. We can replace this piece of chocolate too. We'll use a vertical log there. So we'll have to go get more logs. And then this will be a door. But not like that, because that's like a short person door. Ooh, doors are going to be weird here, aren't they? Because they're going to have to go up. Because we're on half slabs. Huh. Alright, that's just the way they are, I guess. Whoops. I mean, that's the way it is. It's what it is up here. Yep, there's no way around that, unfortunately. That's alright, that's okay. Ah, that's too bad. Let's see. Somebody asked in the comments kind of an interesting question, and it got a little bit of a discussion going in the comments and also on Beta Eartho, our server. They asked, I'm not going to get it word for word, but something along the lines of, so there's so many, quintillion stars, or at least we're told so, and we're told so, and most people believe that. Most people believe, oh yeah, there's so many of those stars. But then I'm gonna mess this up a little bit, but I think it went. But then, if there's a sign for wet paint, people, will check. Will stick their hand on it to see if it's really wet, right? And then there's a whole series of responses, like people saying, "Oh, this is crazy! I never thought of this. What's blew my mind." And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't get it, right? I don't get this question. I'm sorry, man, but I just don't understand it. Right? Okay, so I think really hard on it, right? Okay, so we're told there are this many stars in the universe, right? And most people believe that. Why do people believe that? That's the first stage, right? Why do people believe when they're told that there are so many of these stars in the universe, in the galaxy, in that we've seen, right? Why do people believe that be the case? Well, I don't know why you do, if you do, but in my case, I believe it because professionals who spend their life doing it tell me that that's the case, And if I look up in the sky, I see a whole bunch. I don't want to count them. So if somebody is willing to count them and tell me the number, then, thanks. So that's why I believe it. I mean, has nothing to do with it being science or anything like that. If I'm not a scientist and I don't have the proof myself, then anything that I believe according to science is all just faith. I'm having faith that the scientists did their work correctly and that they're telling me, information that's accurate. So, unless I'm willing to do the experiments and the research myself and have the knowledge to do so and come up with good conclusions, then I'm just having faith that the scientists did their job right. So it's believing science is a little, it's faith. Anything until you personally have the proof, it's just faith that somebody else did it right. So I have faith that astrophysicists understand what they're doing to the point that we get, accurate star counts, and it's peer-reviewed as well. That I mean that it's not like I'm trusting one dude. It's not like one guy started there and he was like 1, 2, 3. And then 17 years later, he's like, 1,767,000, 1,768, and then you know, like, he's like old and he's like 17 quintillion 64,972 and a half. You know, no, I mean it's a bunch of dudes. They all get together and you know they say, all right, you know, this is how many stars are in this one. Somebody else goes, yep, that's how many stars are in that one. You know, and then they come up with a number they agree on, and then that's the number that we use. And I think that's a pretty good system. I couldn't imagine any better system to come up with, you know, counting that many stars. So I think that that's probably pretty accurate. So that's why I believe that there are as many stars as the scientists tell us that there are. I looked up the number. I don't remember it right now, but it's a lot. It's something like the current estimate is something along the lines of 9 times 10 to the 1077th or something like that. It's a bunch. It's a big flat wall we've got there. Let's make this another post. So yeah. Now, why do people stick their and then the other half of the question is like, okay, so if you know people believe that you know this is because of science, right? Why do people check the wet paint? Why do people check wet paint? Science says wet paint. Why don't we just believe it, right? Okay. Why don't we just believe the sign saying wet paint? Well, a couple things before I start answering this question. Thing one, I've never actually seen anybody ever check a sign that said wet paint. I tried to think back. I was like, have I ever seen anybody actually check the sign that says wet paint? And go, I don't think this paint is actually wet. Let me stick my hand on it. Or let me sit on this park bench, even though it's labeled wet paint, right? No, I've never seen anybody do it. Now, that being said, just because I've never seen anybody do it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. In fact, one of my friends sat on a park bench that was wet, and it was even labeled wet paint. I wasn't there, but you know, I saw his butt. I mean, the butt of his pants, his jeans, with wet paint on it, and I was like, "What happened to you?" And he's like, "I didn't see the sign, right?" And he claims he didn't see the sign, right? And I believe him, you know, and that made more sense to me that he didn't see the sign than everyone knew that area was being worked on. So no doubt that he saw. I'm sure he just didn't see the sign, didn't realize, sat down, stood up, you know, off the chair, and he's like, "Oh crap, I sat in wet paint." And then he sees the sign, wet paint. Dang it! Why didn't I see the sign? Right? Okay. Let's not worry about this room yet. Let's do this room over here. We're gonna need more oak logs, because I'm thinking that we need some like runners, but then we've got these weird things. It would have to go here so that they could fit. Yeah, it's okay actually. It's not bad. How often could we put them in? 3? Could we put another one? 3. 1, 2, 3, and then here? That's good actually. I like that. Alright. So yeah, I like that a lot. So wet paint, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go get more wood. I'll be right back and we'll continue the wet paint portion of this. I need more logs though. Alright. I got a bunch of logs, and when I ran back up here, I was like, torches go here. Torches go there. That's where they go. I'm out of torches. Yep. Torches go up there. They get held up. Let's just forget this side, and we'll just put it in here. Like that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I think for this side the beam should go the other direction, and we're just going to put them right here where there's already the uprights. That's awkward, isn't it? It's a little bit awkward. Yeah, that's weird. It should go here. The upright should go here. like that. And then that's fine like that. But then we need, let's use up some of these slabs here. I don't think I need this many anymore. And that's fine right there. That's not a big deal. Doesn't bug me. This does. Okay. So, wet paint, right? Never seen anybody do it. One of my friends did it. He claims it was an accident. What if? Alright, so it kind of loses its argument. If people don't actually check to see if the paint is wet, this question kind of loses its argument, right? Because it becomes kind of a non-issue if nobody actually does this. So, you know, if nobody actually does this, then this question is kind of stupid. I'm sorry, guy who said it. I don't mean to offend anybody. I apologize. So let's assume that people actually do this, right? If we make the assumption that people actually do, you know, check to see if the paint is wet, why would people do this? What would be the thinking that would make people actually check to see if the, you know, if the paint was wet? And what I can come up with is that, you know, it's the other side of things, right? I might not be smart enough, or have the time, or care to count all the stars in the heavens. But I can check to see if the paint wall is filled with wet paint. I have the mental capacity. It doesn't take that long. And, you know, it's pretty easy. All I gotta do is stick my hand to it, or my butt to it, or, you know, poke it with a finger, or with a stick. It's a pretty easy thing for me to accomplish, and I can know for certain whether or not the paint is wet. Now, why would I want to check to see if the paint is wet? Why does it matter to me whether or not the paint is wet? Well, what if I want to sit down? It's a park bench. I want to sit down on the park bench. So I might want to know, is this actually wet? Or is this sign from yesterday? Right? Okay. So then I could check it. I could poke it with a stick, or check it with my finger, or whatever. See if the paint is still wet. Now, if the paint's still wet, then of course I just made my, you know, made my finger painty, or if I'm a little bit smarter, a stick painty. Or if I didn't notice, I made my butt painty. But, you know, small price to pay to know for certain, for absolute certain, that the paint is wet, right? Curiosity, you know, kills the cat and gets paint stuck to your butt. That's just the way life works sometimes. So that's all I really have to say about that, is that when it really boils down to it, if you don't believe the astrophysicists, you don't think there's that many stars in the sky, become an astrophysicist. Check for yourself. Know for certain, all for yourself, that there are that many stars in the sky. If you don't want to do that, trust the scientists. If you don't want to trust the scientists and you don't want to become an astrophysicist, then don't complain, because I gave you a solution and you didn't take it. If you want to know whether or not that wet paint sign is accurate, use a stick and not your butt. And you can know and save yourself the embarrassment. And if it isn't wet, and you've checked and you're like, oh, this isn't wet, right? Now you've got bragging rights. You can sit on the quote-unquote painted wet paint bench without having to worry about getting paint on your butt, and other people who see you go, oh, he's gonna have paint on his butt, and you can say, I'm not gonna have paint on my butt because I was smart and I checked. And they go, oh, you're such a smart person, how did you ever get so smart? And you tell them, I was just born this way. Anyway, I think we're out of time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy. Have a good day. I'll see you later. I'm Mondef. I'll catch you next time.